Mr. Idaho Potato Head. You listen, boy. You listen, your daughter dead. We'll pay a dope fiend to go piss on her grave. Give a dope fiend $1,500. So you better leave me alone before I get your daughter's grave desecrated. So let me know where you want to meet up at so I can let everybody know where we go meet up at. Get that killed like a...
I just seen your little video. Talking about what you gonna do to my daughter's grave. You gonna have a junkie do something. But you lying to me. You better have your mammy moved out that little bit ass street. Play with that grave site though.
When she called and said, I'm the mother of that child, Govan, baby mama, he would never in her life. He never had a connection to her. The stepdaddy who shot you in your trying to play tough and you went to put the police on him.
We ain't finna let you lie to these people. Man, they done tried it all, bro. They done tried it all. Can't no mother gay rumor take me down.
You shot straight, but you shot late. High 11. This is the Rundown Podcast.
I'm gonna give you the rundown.
Say man, hey man, it's OG Jucario. Now back at you with another one. And here's the deadly debate over between crazy cockeyed commando cuckoo, cool capping, clout chasing Charleston White, and the alleged mastermind in the Young Dolph murder trial who was acquitted on both of those murder charges, Hernandez Govan. And this tit for tat that these guys had going on, Charleston saying and putting his opinion out there that Hernandez Govan's involvement in the Young Dolph murder trial, right, being a suspect and all, named the alleged mastermind, is what got his daughter, Destiny Govan, a.k.a. Lot of Cash Desto, killed out there in Houston. And Govan is contesting that, and we've seen them go back and forth on this issue. And Charleston has since then disrespected Govan's daughter and saying that he would get somebody to desecrate her grave, as we've seen in that clip.
Last night, when my little partner and them pulled up and showed me your mother's location, I just shook my head. All that money you say you got, ain't no way you got that lady staying on that little bitty ass street. But, you know, I don't even want to keep addressing it. As it relates to my daughter, this is my last time addressing it. I'm through talking about it. Like, I don't care what you come back and say or whatever the case. I ain't finna make this channel about her or about this topic. But you know damn well that ain't happened. For one, you would have had them film it. Two, you would have put it on your channel for content. But for the last time, all you got to do is do anything remotely close to what you said. And I'm going to go out the dumb way. On live. I don't care about no consequences or none of that. Play with it. And I'm going to show you. You know, I really, technically your mom, you know, hasn't done anything to me. It's just you. I just want to see how much you love the lady. You know, I hate to even utter, you know what I'm saying, even say anything about her. Especially anything concerning possible violence or something like that, you know? Because for the most part, you know, I don't even play like that with people, family, and all of that. I just want to see you and get your autograph. That's it. So with that being said, and if you think Nutty Professor is sitting over in that chair.
Back home again, man. Yes, sir. Back home again, my friend. Already. Big dog, you keep your eyes open. You know that got found not guilty for killing Dolph? You know what he look like, don't you? Man, yeah, keep your eyes open just in case you ever see him around here. Oh, don't touch off. Ooh, boy, I be missing this place. It's like, man, it's like coming to heaven and leaving. Oh, I'll be missing home. There's nothing like home. There's nothing.
Look like he just ate 4 ultimate feasts. It's gonna stop me from doing anything that I want to do. You crazier than I thought. When that dude gonna be asleep? You pulled up with that girl and a little boy that looked like Steve Urkel at a known location. Like, they got to be more crazy than you for even be riding around with you. Cause boy. All right.
Now, after Quit sent that message to C-Dub the Menace, right, telling him that he knows that Charleston mama stay on this little ass street. Basically, he got her address, right? And when he show up out in front of her yard, in front of her house, he won't be doing no pissing, right? So as we seen, you know, things was, you know, hey man, it's getting gangster at this point. You know, boy talking about showing up to, you know, mama house and doing this and doing that. You know, you got one over here saying, you know, he gonna do something to the deceased daughter's grave. And yeah, man, it was getting, you know, getting to that point. Somebody about to die, right? But check this shit out. This is what CW do. He backdoor and he claims that, you know, he talks to the mom about the situation. And, you know, the mom and the alleged stepdad who had supposedly had told CW some things about Hernandez Govan and his background, and started claiming that Quet wasn't really there and he actually had a problem with his own daughter, Destiny Govan, lot of cash Desto, before she was killed. And, you know, some messages was sent to Charleston White, you know, showing that, you know, he didn't have this good relationship as he portrayed that he did. Check it out.
I got a phone call. I need y'all to share this. I just got off the phone with his deceased daughter's mother. I apologized to her. I said, ma'am, I don't know nothing about your daughter. I don't even know this. I don't even know the situation surrounding your daughter. I'm just going with people saying in the comment. So the mother just called me. She said the mother said, this daughter that you claim you mad about and you so love, that this baby hated you. Mama said she got pregnant by you when she was 20 years old. You wasn't the same man, but you've been in and out of prison. The boyfriend she with now, when popped you in your ass and shot at you at least 10 times. You put the police on him. So you a police ass. I just got off the phone with the people. Matter of fact, see, this is how you can't be in the dark running to the light. So this is how truthful this is. I met a woman in a car crying. She said, I know you don't know, but he always do this. He ain't never been in her life before my baby died. And the mother sound like these words were so powerful that she took this to the grave with her. She said she never want to see you again. Your daughter said she never want to see you again. But you know what I know will really hurt you? That autistic son you got. That Woody boy you got. You and Woody got one of them autistic babies. And you can't be in that baby like no wonder. You got an autistic baby that that's your weak spot. So you know what I told the mother? Ma'am, I'm gonna go through my YouTube page and take out anything that has anything to do with your daughter. I went and cleaned it up immediately. But I didn't get the full story. When she called and said, I'm the mother of that child, Govan, baby mama, he was never in her life. He never had a connection to her. The stepdaddy who shot you in your ass trying to play tough, and you went to put the police on him, and then shook you up and didn't make you go to trial. I can't think of the name he told me, but that's the only reason you didn't press charge on him. Came in the baby's life when she was 5 years old. Now here you come, then beat the dog case, acting like you been a hell of a daddy. You a deadbeat born with an autistic baby. I've been sitting here saying, man, what making this with me? So come to find out, this family, the victim's family, your deceased daughter's family, found out that you and Woody got the same manager. My old manager now. Oh, you and Woody got the same manager, Angel and old Harry over there. It makes sense now. They done sicked you on me. Oh man, I've been trying to figure this shit out. And you took the bait thinking you gonna build your platform off my name. Now you finna be shamed. Cause you know what? Now I'm on the side with your baby mama and your deceased daughter. She got a birthday coming up. This the month. Just the month of the trial is coming up. This is a victim's family, and you trying to get me to bash the victim's family, and you are a deadbeat scum of the earth, broke, useless male as a father coming on here playing tough, who already done worked for the FBI and the state police on state and federal charges. Come on now, long before the Dolph trial. That even came up in the Dolph trial. So you is an informant, undercover informant, playing tough gangster, a kill and tell with no connection with. You got to get away from this light. I told you you should have stayed in the dark. Now you done come into this light. Let's see how you talk to your daughter before she died, since everybody clapping for you. That's what you said to your baby, homie. You told her, matter of fact, but that's all you got to do, and bet you move your grandmama and your mama tonight, and that's on my mama. Nigga, you gonna go hurt your baby? You gonna go hurt your baby and get on her and try to squabble with me by disrespecting when you talk, but you didn't have no connection to her like I got connection with my kids. Look what your daughter said about you. I can't wait until they die. That nigga said he'll kill your grandmama. This is what your daughter said. These are your daughter words about you, Govan. How can you sound so cool on her, homie, knowing your daughter felt like this about you, my nigga? Any that'll shoot up an old woman's house. Those are his words to his daughter. And look how she talking to him. Good day. This his words. These are his words to his daughter. Her mother sent me this. Hey, little bitch. You know where the spot is, not my house. What? You talk to your baby like that? You don't know where I live, little. You know where the spot is. You talk to your daughter like that after threatening to shoot her mama house? That had already shot you in your ass. They shot you 10 times. Caught you at that car wash you always be at. The other, you went to the police, filed charges on it. The nigga would go to prison, but whatever. Y'all know this mutual in the street, caught your ass and scared you not to press charges. That's how they didn't press charges. But you know stepdaddy is the you huffing and puffing like you, Govan. Stepdaddy, the nigga in here a hell of a. That's why he over there with mama and him and been there since the baby was 5. Here you come scooting along, funky mother jumped out in front of the camera. Just a lot of paperwork on you, boy. Arrest records, police reports. There's not one police report on me for nothing you have ever accused me of. Not one police report. Nigga, you going to go get out of off the internet. You really done told on people. You don't work federal and as a federal foreman and a state cooperating witnesses. Your whole town know this. We got some more for you. Cause them people send me a lot of stuff on you. Them people send me a lot of stuff on you, my nigga. What kind of like you talk to your daughter like this? Now, hold on. Let's click on it right there. Now, what else you say to her? What you call her? Bitch, we at your grandmama house now, ho. Keep playing with me. Oh, you dangerous. Somebody go kill you. Somebody go kill you, boy. You that kind of do that and call the police on it? Hold on. You the type of where if we get the ups on you, shoot you, you'll go put the police, but then go to your daughter's grandmama house and go take the picture at the door to show how serious you is to your daughter. Man. Just told his daughter. And say, we. So you don't want got some more. You know you was involved on Dolph murder, homie. If you do this to your daughter, you do this to your daughter. Say we. Oh my goodness. Stepdaddy said you a hoe. You ain't nothing like you pretending to be. There's paperwork on you, pressing charges for it. And you hiding by paper route. Who? You hiding by paper route. Who? You run to the police. Now I don't blame you. You shoot me in my ass and shoot at me 10 times. I'm running to the mother police too, nigga.
Things were getting personal between Charleston White and Hernandez Govan. And this phone call that Charleston White claimed that he got, as you heard in that call, the baby mother of Govan, Lotta Cash Desto's mom, claims that, Govan wasn't there to raise Destiny like that, and that her stepdad, Dollar Bill, was the one that was there since she was 5 years old and helped raise Govan's daughter. So, Lotta Cash Desto looked at the stepdad more as a father than Hernandez, is what, Charleston was basically getting at from what the mother told him. And with the stepfather allegedly talking to Charleston White as well, as he said in that live, he said he spoke to both of them, right? The stepdad and the mother. And the mother had, allegedly sent him them text messages, and Govan was trying to figure out why the mother would send Charleston those messages.
I know he just put out a little video or some. I guess Gina or some sent him some messages or something between me and Destiny for whatever reason. What she did that for, I have no clue.
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
Gina didn't even do it. That caused somewhere else.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what? And you know what? Bro?
Destiny didn't even want her mom to know about the messages. I ain't find out about the messages until she paid.
Exactly. And see,
man,
and you know what, bro? It's crazy that I ain't gonna say it's crazy that you say that, because I know Gina ain't even that kind of person. That's why when I went on Vlad, I spoke highly of y'all. You know what I'm saying? And so with that being said, I knew she didn't do that, you know what I'm saying, like said. And I got an idea of where those messages come from, but that's a whole nother story.
Now, Govan, he did a rebuttal video, and it didn't look like he was too enthused or too happy with finding out that Charleston White had talked to his baby mother, right? And it seemed as if, Govan had a look in his eye, as if, this was going too far as Charleston White prying into the background of who Hernandez Govan was, and, trying to get more information on him and more dirt on him to bring towards the internet. And this is what Govan had to say about the conversation that Charleston allegedly had with his baby mama. And also the stepfather, Dollar Bill, who Charleston White claims that Dollar Bill told him that he shot Quet in the ass a few times, behind situations that occurred back in the day.
And as far as you talking to my baby mom or whatever, That's cool. But since you got an open line on her, I want you to ask her a few questions. Ask her, has she ever had an issue with destiny? Ask her, was my baby rebellious, stubborn? Ask her, would she do and say certain things that you wouldn't expect your child to do or say? So, did I react differently at times than what my baby mama would have in the same situation? Sure I did. But ask my baby mama, when my daughter got killed, who was with her in the mall shopping, and doing everything that was asked of me to try to help the entire situation. Matter of fact, when we was in the mall and I was purchasing the clothes for my daughter to fly back in, she was the one that initiated the call between me and the stepfather, who she's no longer with. And they've been separated for a while now. And as far as somebody shooting me in my ass or whatever you said for shock value, even though I ain't gonna let you make this about me and dude, I will say this. You can't find no in this world that has done something to me and I ain't get my lick back, including him. Me and dude, we both know what's up. Matter of fact, we done had a couple positive conversations as it relates to this matter. Ask my baby mama when my daughter went to jail in college. And when she called home crying with snot coming out her nose and my baby mama was gonna leave her in jail because she wanted to teach her a lesson, and rightfully so. I somewhat agreed with her, but just to hear Destiny cry on the phone like that, I just couldn't take it. So as a father, I did the dashboard down the highway. Matter of fact, when it picked my baby mama up first, did the dashboard down the highway, made her bun and brought her home, moved all of her belongings to my house. Asked my baby mama when I was in federal prison and my daughter got into it with some kids for whatever reason. And they went by her grandmother's house and shot in the air. Who was the first person my daughter called? She called my cell phone while I was in prison. Ask my baby mama who sent the help through there. Ask her that, since you're talking to her. And I heard you mention something about the uncle or something. You can't be talking about the uncle that I communicate with on a regular. That I look at like a brother, who calls me and give me updates, just sent me the updates about the trial. Ask my baby mama when they was concerned that my daughter's belongings were being stole out of the house by certain individuals. Ask my baby mama who she called. Ask my baby mama who blocked those people in and searched the entire vehicle to make sure that Destiny things were still there. Like, you can't get me on here and turn me against my baby mama, her mama, my daughter's uncle, or none of that. Like, we done had our differences in the past in a major way. But I ain't finna come on this internet and let a sucker get me and my baby mama and her family into it. It's just not gonna happen. So with that being said, bro, you know, I'm gonna let you have it. You took your nuts. When I told you about that little bit of that street last night, you got little, boy. You got real little. I hope your next couple of shows go well. Probably need to invest in some great security. Because from what I hear, it's a few people very upset. I'll talk to you later, bro.
So, Quet, which is Idaho Potato Head, his baby mother's name is Miss Gina. He got his daughter name is, the baby girl name is Destiny Govan. That's his daughter's name. Dollar Bill is the stepdaddy. Dollar Bill, a hell of a street. Dollar Bill is the kind of kick your baby daddy ass when he think he tough. Dollar Bill the kind of come make baby daddy his homeboy, you know, so Dollar Bill come over there putting it down. And he a hell of a, cause he come into Miss Gina life and come in as a man, but he a street. And he got some weight throughout the city. Quet ain't really got no weight, but he associated and affiliated with some shit. He know the scum buckets and the slime ball. But Dollar Bill is with some weight behind his name, so he ain't no pushover. Quet think Dollar Bill a pushover, cause he done knocked him for a pretty little baby mama. He done came in, adopted the baby, treating the baby like it's his. So Quet trying to bully him, and Dollar Bill bust him in his ass. He talking tough, playing tough. Dollar Bill catch him at the car wash where he always be, where he think he running, and put him right on, shoot at him, pop him in his ass, and make him break all rules and code. I'm pressing charges on that. Listen, I'm not trying to shame you for this, Quet. What you gonna do? 911? Man, Dollar Bill shot me. His real name Damien. Ain't that Dollar Bill real name? Yeah, Damien shot me. Yeah, y'all come get me. You just shot me, we over here on the mountain. Bust you in your ass. And you went all the way to court. Your other partner say, what's up, my you go press charge on it for real? Hell yeah, I'm gonna press. Nigga, what you mean you gonna press? Nigga, you with him. You went out now, nigga. You said, that's what your big homie got on your ass. Now, so big homie put the pressure on you. What you do? You don't show up for court, case dropped on Dollar Bill. So I done got the whole story. Idaho Potato Head.
Well, damn. It looked like Charleston White was coming with the receipts on old Govan. And these receipts were being sent to Charleston White as ammunition by the stepfather, Dollar Bill, right? And Charleston mentioned his name in that live. He said Damien, right? This is Dollar Bill's real name. And upon my research, it seems that, you know, Dollar Bill is affiliated with CMG. So go figure. Govan had a problem with a CMG affiliate, and he was also affiliated with CMG himself, being that it came out that Govan and Juke were some like cousins, right? Okay, well, here you have Govan getting into it with, you know, the stepdad of his daughter, okay? Dollar Bill. Quet was gonna, you know, press charges on this guy until the OG came along and told Quet, hey man, that's not a good idea, right? You know, how that look with you going to go press charges and y'all was into some gangster shit with each other, right? It just don't sit right with the hood. So Quet backed off is what, you know, Charleston is telling us that Dollar Bill told him about the situation. And, you know, with Quet saying in that live that him and Dollar had, you know, positive conversations before, it don't seem as if those conversations are too positive now, with Dollar Bill sending him, Charleston White, this ammunition to use against Quet. Now, in his live, Quet did address Dollar Bill eventually, and he gave the backstory on how him and Dollar began to have these problems with each other. And, this goes way back in the day. Once he caught wind of C-Dub the Menace, putting this information out there, by way of Dollar Bill, the stepdad. Check it out. Run it.
Man, they done tried it all, bro. They done tried it all. Can't no more gay rumor take me down. Man, I've been doing this since Martin Luther King got shot, man. Anybody that know me, man, know ain't a gay bone in my body, period. Man, I know exactly who's sending them messages. And I wish I could state the reason why. But if I said why, I'd be a damn fool. Everybody be like, oh, you so retarded. You so crazy. So, I ain't gonna even say that. But the ones who in this city know, they know. Then Charleston, you can't even get your lie right. You can't even get your lie right. You talking about it was a lawyer. Boy, everybody in the city know. Wasn't no damn lawyer. That was a doctor who sold prescription syrup and pills to the whole city. It wasn't a who wasn't having money at the doctor's office. So you got this clown who bitch out playing. And he know what else happened. Man, I can't wait. I got so many from Forest City that was on the yard with me, ready to do interviews. Man, you know what's up with me on the yard for real. I'm one of the firms, nigga, man, boy, when I wasn't in no relationship, nigga, you might see me with 5, 6 hoes at one time. Talking about some gay. That doctor was married, nigga, with kids. I don't know what he did on his spare time. Kurt, what he did, he was feminine as hell now. For sure. Feminine as hell. I ain't never been to the doctor by myself. I always had a car full of street. You got this that been jealous of me his whole life, sending you these messages. Say no more. He already tried that years ago. Anybody that know me know what's up with me. Anybody playing with me. Come on, boy. Boy, you know how many kids I got? How many baby mamas I got? I ain't even had time to be gay. Green ass. But I know one thing, CW. You give me about 5 or 10 more minutes. I know the world finna see that everything you just said about that documentation and all of that, they finna see. See, that's what it is. See, I touched your nerve when I came with them facts about what you did to them underage, to your little cousin and all of that. And now you saying, don't nobody else know about it and all of this. Well, I beg to differ. We finna see. They talking about that doctor. That bruh turned on too. So I guess bruh gay too. Man, hell no. That man somewhere married with kids. Man, that doctor was getting money was selling scripts to every in the city that drunk syrup and took pills. You think I'm the only person that's done been called gay for going to that doctor's office? Is you crazy? They found got another doctor right now, and they say he gay. If I was still drinking syrup and taking pills, I'm going to get it. What do you do on this spare time? He can be a trans, all I give a. I ain't fucking them. And I'd be a sucker if I named every in this city who got labeled gay for going to their doctor. Get whoever playing on their phone to get on there and say that. Tell him I bet his girl wasn't saying that. That's why he's sending you the message. Tell him his girl wasn't saying that. I know he mad when he went through the phone years ago. Then he had a heart attack when he seen the messages in the phone. He was going to the same doctor getting drank. Him, the same that sending you the messages. But when he almost have a seizure from seeing the messages in the phone, when he almost have a heart attack from seeing the messages in the phone, now the gay room will come. Now you want to start that. Boy, that didn't work. That did not work, CW. ET, that didn't work, baby. They tried that so long ago. But on your live, though, you just said not too long ago, you just said if that was, if the stuff was true, I wouldn't be the only person in the world talking about it.
Wowzers. That could very well explain why Dolph was calling CMF, right? Because of this doctor that was alleged to have been giving scripts away for the low on the down low. And Quest said he wasn't going to take this lying down. No pun intended, right? But, we also had a situation where, in that live, you heard Quet addressing the rumor of Charleston White, right, being accused of doing something to his 11-year-old cousin at the time when he had got out of TYC, right, as a young adolescent, a young teenager. And he was supposed to have been 19, 20 years old when this happened to this 11-year-old cousin of his that he was alleged to have did something to her, right, when she was this little girl. And she went on some type of podcast talking about this. And this is what Govan is saying, in addressing in the video about Charleston White. Like, hey, man, why you trying to bring up my past and allegations, that were alleged against me and all others that were from Memphis who had a little money at that time, who was going to this doctor and getting this prescription from, the doctor for syrup and pills. Look, man, we have information, according to Govan, that, a cousin of Charleston White is saying that he did some inappropriate things to her when she was a little girl, allegedly. Run it.
Around what age were you when this all happened?
About 11 or 12. And we was in Miami house. Charleston had just came home from TYC. And I was getting out the shower or whatever. And he came in there fondling me. I had watched one of his videos here recently because I had heard about how he was on there making jokes about when we was little, we used to have sex with our cousins. What the fuck? I'm sorry. What do they do that? So district clerk. Thursday of November 1998, Charleston White signed a court order arrangement to now or anytime after the day above contact the victim, Shalondra Price. Khan was 11 years old of age when contact was made. Sexual or direct penetration was made. Defendant has previous convictions prior to current event. Paragraph 1 states the test was positive for defendant's semen. So, we got everything from the detective's name to the signature of the district clerk. I don't know.
And this says, this is crazy. He been tested positive for the semen. It all matched up. Direct penetration, sexually direct penetration was made. Defendant has previous convictions prior to the current event. Paragraph 1 states the test was positive for defendant's semen. This is crazy. You got a detective name and phone number on her. March 16, 1999.
Damn, son, where'd you find this? It looks like Govan was coming with his own receipts, a video with an alleged relative of Charleston White claiming that when she was 11, and she has this documentation, the paperwork, as you know, she was alleged to have been reading from in this podcast that she was giving this information to. And even the podcast host read from the alleged paperwork as well, saying that it said Charleston White's name. It was dated back to the 90s when he had got out of this TYC detention center, right? And she was 11 years old at the time. And she said this is when Charleston, you know, did this inappropriate act to her, as well as other cousins that she claimed in the video as well that he did this to. And Charleston is saying that, you know, all this stuff is not true. And if it was true, why hasn't it come out on record? Why come Vlad and these big time podcasts, Tasha K and all of them, has not gravitated to this information and brought it forth as well if it was true? Well, this lady is stating that she was underage at the time and nobody, you know, has these records except for her because she was a minor. And since it happened to her, of course, she would have the documentation. And the family decided it was best at that time that, you know, this didn't go public like that. But Govan said he got the story on Charleston as well. And he's going to take this cousin, right? Her name is Shalandra Price, from what I get. He's going to take her on No Jumper, the biggest podcast in the world, Craig. The biggest podcast in the world, Charlie boy. And Govan is saying he's going to expose this information on a big time platform, right? Like this No Jumper podcast that he's alleged to going to take this relative of Charleston White's on to tell her story about Charleston. Wow. Just to confirm that, you know, all these nasty things he's been saying online about what, you know, he has done to women and what he'll do to women and, you know, having intercourse with his own cousins and things of that nature was, it was second nature to this guy, right? It was no problem. He bragged about it. And as you heard in that clip, she was hurt when she found out that Charleston was going around online bragging about his deeds that he had done as a child. Yikes. Now, Govan comes along and, you know, he elaborates on the situation after he found out that Charleston was applying more pressure to him about the doctor situation.
We ain't finna let you lie to these people. You know how you was going through your phone yesterday? Saying that you had some paperwork? Hit your homie, Sean Cotton up, say cheese. I selling 5K. Cause one thing about it, I know Sean Cotton, he ain't gonna run off with nothing. He ain't gonna take nothing but some prescribed medicine or a shower. We are sending $5,000 a piece. If you can show my name on some paperwork with a doctor, you can keep the money. How sweet is that, Charleston? You can't find a person that ever tell you they seen me with a boy. Boy, you's a goofball, boy. But one thing about it, boy, you done barked up the right tree this time. I've been doing, nigga, I've been in the field so long, nigga, you think I'm gonna let a that look like mother Mr. Furley that sit up and smoke brown weed all motherfucking day, play with me and shame me? Boy. Yeah. But back to what I came here to talk about. When you was going through that phone yesterday, why you was scrolling so fast, baby Pete? You was scrolling too fast, baby Pete. Slow it down. We want you to click on that paperwork and show these people my name on that paperwork. You know why you ain't do that? Because my name ain't on no doctor paperwork, boy. And you know it. If it is, show it. Show it. And guess what? Your cousin, Shalandra Price, The one that you essayed. I'm finna take her on the biggest podcast in the world with me, boy. You gonna get enough of playing with me, boy. You gonna get enough of playing with me, boy. And get the doctor. That's what you need to do. Go find a doctor that'll tell you that he had a relationship with me, boy. Boy, you can't get on here and play with me like you play with them other cats. See, I'm about to show you. I'm about to show you, boy. I'm about to go on one of the biggest podcasts in the world. And guess who I'm taking with me? Guess who I'm taking with me, baby Pete? Miss Price. And she gonna tell the world why you was never indicted. She was 11 years old at the time. You know, when you 11 years old, you know, you got parents, relatives, and, you know, people in the family that may not want that to be, you know, put out there or whatever the case may be. So, you know, they advised her, you know what I'm saying, to do something that I'm sure she wouldn't do if it was her decision alone. So we talking about facts, CW. Facts.
Now, after about a week or so of a spooky, brutal back and forth between Charleston White and Hernandez Govan, that looked as if these two guys was to meet up somewhere like today, just run into each other, somebody gonna die behind this internet beef. But, you know, you had Govan uploading a video saying that he received a phone call from people who have his best interests at heart, telling him that, hey, man, you know, it's not a good look, basically, with Govan just beating this murder case. And he's online making threats now, saying that he got Charleston White's mother's address, right? And he will be at that address, you know, basically if Charleston was to go desecrate his daughter Destiny Govan's grave, right? So you have Govan basically, you know, just reacting to what Charleston was saying. And this is what Charleston does. He, you know, lures people's in with, you know, these type of internet shenanigans. And then all of a sudden you find yourself in trouble. And in that live, Govan states that, you know, he possibly could have, you know, some information that Charleston White's supposed to be coming to Memphis, because he states that, you know, look, Charlie, if you're coming down here to Memphis, enjoy all the restaurants, man, the amenities, the hotels, and, you know, have a good time with the family, man. You know, I won't be in town. Govan say he'll be out of town when allegedly Charleston comes to Memphis to visit with the family of his deceased daughter's side of that family, right? The mother and the stepdad, Dollar Bill and such. So, you know, Govan is saying, look, man, I'm going to be out the way. You know, I apologize. I don't want no smoke with, you know, them folk over there on their side. We had our differences. But look, man, Charleston can't come between us. You know, I'm still good with folks on that side of the family.
Hey, what it do, y'all? I just want to address two quick topics. First, I want to let y'all know that I had a conversation with a few people that's close to me who opinion that matter a lot. You know, it was highlighted the fact that I said some things that were totally against how I move. In particular, what I said about Charleston's mom, how I insinuated that something could possibly happen to her home if he did what he said he was going to do, which would have affected me. So, you know, with that being said, no matter what was said, I shouldn't have never involved his mom. I wasn't raised like that. I don't get down like that. I have no issue with nobody. You know, I can only speak for me, you know, and I'm adamantly saying that I don't have an issue with nobody over there, nobody related to what's going on whatever with this birthday celebration. So again, y'all enjoy yourself, man. You know, man, Charleston, enjoy some of these nice restaurants when you're here, bro. And y'all have a great time, man. I'm gonna be out of town at the time. So, you know, with that being said, man, y'all be safe and enjoy yourself. Peace.
And I believe Govan had to put this message out there that, you know, he has no problem with Charleston White. He has no smoke with nobody on his daughter's mother's side of the family, right? Even after all this stuff done hit the fan and people are saying this and sending messages saying that. And, you know, Quet is saying, look, man, I ain't got no problem, you know, because if Charleston comes to Memphis, you know, like they're claiming he might do, for a lot of Cash Desto's birthday celebration on September the 12th. You know, and something happens to Charleston White out there, who y'all think gonna get the blame for that, right? Well, no other than Orange Mound Quet, because of this online back and forth beef that him and Charleston has going on. So I understand why Quet had to come out and make these statements on that video. So do I really think the beef is finally over between Govan and Charleston White? Well, as Govan states, I don't believe it's over until Govan gets that famous autograph that he's looking for from Charleston White. You know, yeah, the autograph that he keeps saying that he wants from C-Dub the Menace. So I believe when he finally gets that autograph, hint, hint, that's when the beef will finally be over. Now, whether the beef was really over or not, Charleston White was still, you know, going on and on about the situation on his YouTube channel. And in his audio recording, he sums up as to why he figures and thinks, you know, Orange Mound Quet, Hernandez Govan came for him, right? Once Charleston found out that, you know, Govan is being managed, right, by the same manager that, you know, used to manage him and Lil Woody, and I think still manages Lil Woody. So Charleston said all this stuff right here is, you know, to his knowledge. And according to the family of Lotta Cash Desto on the mama side and the stepfather, Dollar Bill, who was CMG related, they're saying that Govan always wanted to be in the in crowd. He never was really, you know, in the spotlight like that. And now that he has a chance, you know, to get a little following behind being involved in the murder trial for Young Dolph, he's basically chasing clout. And Charleston is saying that, you know, Govan is using him to try to use his platform, right, for fame. And Charleston is saying, look, man, I'm going to cut that short. All the back and forth that we was doing, you know, I'm not going to be doing that no more. I'm not going to get this dude any more shine off of my platform. Check it out. Run it.
God damn it, Govan. Idaho potato. Boy, you ain't shit in your city. Dollar Bill got you running with that. You been picking on your daughter. Your daughter didn't have nothing to do with you. You know why? You didn't have nothing to do with your daughter. Your daughter was embarrassed by you. Come on, Idaho potato head, Hernandez. You know what I realized? You begging. It took me a while. Once I talked to Dollar Bill, once I talked to your baby mama, your deceased daughter's mama, they said you've been trying to be famous. You've been trying to be the in crowd, and you never could be. They say you was the who work at the trap, was the dough man. You worked the dough. That's how you know everybody business. You was at Juke spot working the dough. You never been the man. You've never been the man, Hernandez. So that's why you're online, relishing in this new light that you never been able to get. Think about it, nigga. You wasn't popular. You was known for working the dough. You wasn't popular. You was known for working the dough. I'm a big dog in my city. I'm a real big dog in my city. You a puppy. Guess what? I'm a big dog in your city. That's why I sell out every time I come now. Now everybody done sent me everything about you. And you know what I said? If I don't say his name, he starts to lose traction. If I ignore him, boy, look at your numbers. I won't go back and forward with you because you really don't pose a real threat. Don't nobody give a about a bitch getting hollering about she got online, but she ain't went to the police. You been talking about a bitch you got. All she got to do is go to the police instead of going to you and a homeless gangbanger. You notice no other blogs is picking up that story. They did their research. Lad TV would love to report on me. No Jumper would love to report on me. Whack 100 would love to report on me. Boy, if you think they ain't did their research and realize you lying in the line, that can't even make a connection to me. You can't even make a connection to them. But what we can make a connection to, Dr. Fear Now. Dr. Fear Now. Dr. Fear Now. And by the way, tell that if she really been, she knows she can still go to the police. There's no statute of limitations on. They got Bill Cosby from the 60s and the 70s. And if you got a confession of me saying I raped somebody, there you go. I got charged for animal cruelty for saying I maced a cat. If I really raped somebody, they would come get me for self-confession. So I'm saying, why are Govan and Melvin Farmer the only two people that got this story? And nobody else has pushed this story. Don't nobody believe lies. Govan Hernandez. I'm back in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas.
So there y'all have it, man. I ain't gonna give you no narrative. I'm gonna give you the rundown. So y'all can, do what y'all want with all that information, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. And we can talk about it in the comment section. You know what I'm talking about? So until the next time, this is OG Jucario TV with the latest in rap, hip-hop, celebrity, and urban news. You're watching the Rundown Podcast. I appreciate everybody for spending with me. I appreciate all my subscribers for sliding with your boy every time. And say, hey man, keep hitting that like button, keep hitting that subscribe button, and look, turn on post notification so we can slide whenever I get the drop. You already know what it is, man. It's deep in the Buddha her, you hear me? And guess what? I'm gone.